All right, let's go live on Instagram as well. So many things are gonna be live on these days. All right, let's do that now. Hope everyone's good, by the way. Can you guys all hear me? Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me or not. Just in case I'm just like talking to myself again. Okay. So tonight's stream is inspired by Henry. I will tell you guys more in a little bit. Okay, let's go live here. Checking connection. There's no way I'm using the home internet. I need to save that for the stream. Okay, let's put this down. All right, so what's happening, everyone? So welcome to a new stream today, Sunday. It's work day tomorrow, school day and all that stuff. I hope everybody's good. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear and stuff. There's a thumbs up. I guess that means that you guys can hear me. If not, say something. Obviously, I can't hear you, but you can type something in the chat to let me know what's going on. Okay, so tonight's topic is, Aiden said that sound is good. All right, cool. So tonight's topic is inspired by Henry, who's a regular viewer here on these streams. And it's basically the origin story of Lamborghini. It's pretty interesting. Like, because I get asked all the time, who's your favorite car brand? Or what your favorite car is? And I always say, I tend to love the car brands more than like individual cars, if that makes any sense, because I love the stories behind each brand, like how each brand became to be. And one of my favorite stories is definitely the one of the origin story of Lamborghini. So some of you guys probably know this already, but some of you guys might not know it. So I thought today I will basically do like a stream talk about it, because I think it's an amazing story. Because it's so, when you think about the whole picture, there might have been no Lamborghini had things gone a little bit differently. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So I'll wait for a few more people to tune in, and then I'll start the story behind the origin of Lamborghini, the brand we all love so much these days. It's kind of crazy. But it just goes to show, if you believe in yourself and in what you want in life, and if no one's giving it to you, you're going to go get it and make it your own. So that's kind of what this story is about. That's why I love it. Okay, checking out one or two more things, just make sure things working. Okay, that's cool. The level's good. The music might be a bit too loud, I think, but it's okay. I must also plug my headphones in so that I can monitor the sound as well. So how was everyone today? Okay. That doesn't sound right. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Check. 1, 2. Okay, I can hear everything. All right, cool. So, all right, I guess let's just get started. So the whole story of a Lamborghini began like a very, very long time ago. Like, I think it was 1913 or some crazy like long time ago. And Lamborghini was born to a family, or to a dad and a mum who were farmers basically. But when Lamborghini was a kid, he was always very, very mechanically gifted, man. This guy just loved how things worked, and he was very mechanically good. He also studied mechanics as well. And when he was old enough, he had to go to the army because his skills were required there. So he was like fixing army, like, I don't know, vehicles and stuff like that. So that's what he did until he came back. And when he came back from the army, his father, who was a farmer, needed a tractor. So Lamborghini thought, I'm gonna make you one myself. So he basically built his dad a tractor made out of bits he found like from all over the place. So after he built it, all Lamborghini's friends, meaning Lamborghini's dad's friends, were like, ooh, okay, maybe you can make me one as well. So he built several tractors for some of his dad's friends. And that is what gave him an idea to basically build his own Lamborghini factory, where he initially made tractors. So some of you guys might not know that. So Lamborghini's first foray into making anything was actually making tractors, okay? So after that, he made quite a lot of money. So he was quite a wealthy guy. Like, you make a lot of money, you're like, you know what, man? I want to buy myself some really nice cars. So he went out and bought himself a few like exotics, including a Ferrari 250 GT, which he bought 3 of, I think, in his lifetime. And he thought his car was absolutely amazing, but there were problems. So every car that he bought, he realized there were things he liked and there were things he did not like at all. So one of the things that he didn't like, or one of the 3 things he didn't like about the cars that he was driving at the time, were the fact that this shocked me quite a lot. He said these cars were too loud. I mean, think about it. Like, we love how loud Lamborghinis are now. We love how loud cars are. But at that time, he was like, no, these cars are too loud. I want my cars to be a bit more refined, a bit more like comfortable to ride, because at the time, he felt the cars were too harsh, they were too loud, and the materials inside his cars were cheap and nasty. Because Lamborghini was a guy of, like, nice stuff, like refined things. So he did a little bit of studying around. He's like, you know what? Yeah, cars are cool. He felt like Ferrari was making nice cars, but he felt like they were making race cars into cars you could drive on the road, not the other way around. So one day there was a problem with his clutch. The clutch in his 250 GT. He realized, okay, he's gonna take it apart himself and try to fix it because he's that kind of guy. He's very, very, handy and mechanically minded. He took out the clutch from his 250 GT, and he realized the clutch was the same as he put in his tractors. And he thought this cannot be right, because you're paying a lot of money for a proper exotic car like his Ferrari 250 GT. And how the hell does this car that you spent a lot of money for have a generic clutch you find in the tractor? So he was not happy about this, obviously, as you would be after spending all that money. And he thought, you know what, man, I've got to speak to Mr. Enzo Ferrari. So he arranged to meet this guy. And when he got there, he told Enzo Ferrari what the problem was. He goes, look, your cars are nice, but I think you should spend more time on making the clutches better for cars like, what you're making, because they deserve that. And Enzo, being a very, very proud man, looked at him up and down. Actually, I just made this bit up. But basically, he listened and he looked at him up and down, probably in that Italian way. And he said to Ferruccio, you should stick to what you know best. That is basically farming and making tractors. I mean, whoo, that was a diss. I mean, if someone said that to me, I don't know, I'll probably just get up and just have to give it like a 1-2 or something, because that was an insult to to Lamborghini, man. I mean, like, you told someone how they could make something better because you just spent money buying their car, right? And you just told them how they could make the car better. And what they do, man, they diss you and they insult you in that way. So Ferruccio, being the man that he is, didn't take it to heart. He thought, you know what, man? Okay, that's fair enough. I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip this. So he took this insult and he thought, you know what? I'm going to make my own goddamn car. I'm going to show you how to make a good car, how to make a car that's comfortable and fast as well, without compromising on quality. So he went away and basically set about setting up his own car brand, which was Automobile Lamborghini, I believe. He set this up just outside Bologna, which is in the north of Italy, where I was recently. And that's basically where the birth of Lamborghini actually happened. So the first car that he actually made in his factory was a car called the 350 GTV. This was actually a prototype, which he revealed at the Turin Auto Show, I think back in 1962, 63, I don't know. It's one of those like long time kind of times. So this car was very, very well accepted. To show you guys what I mean, I'm gonna take a sip of tea because my throat is getting dry up in here. Actually, before I proceed, I feel like I must read some of your comments just in case I missed something out. Or maybe you guys got something to add as well. So let me quickly look into this. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this right now, please give this thing a thumbs up, because the YouTube likes this and I like it as well, because it helps more people discover the channel and basically participate in this kind of stuff. So give it a thumbs up, please, if you can. All right. Unless you got no thumbs, then I don't know, use your forehead or your nose or something. I don't know, you can do something. Anyway, let me read your comments right now. So Aiden Williams said, sound is good. Welcome back, Aiden. And then we have Jazimo. He must be new, man. I don't remember a Jazimo here before. So for that reason, we're going to have to hit that bell. Where's that DJ air horn for Jazimo? There you go. And we've got Carl Rhodes as well. Enzo wasn't any good at building tractors, though. Did I say Enzo? Enzo didn't building tractors, man. I'm talking about Ferruccio Lamborghini. You see, I get so excited talking about these things. Sometimes I might say the wrong word, all right? When I said Enzo, I accidentally said that. I mean, Ferruccio Lamborghini was all about building tractors. Jesus Christ, you guys are on the ball. That's a good thing. So that was a slight correction there from Carl Rhodes. Oh my gosh. But I appreciate it though. I'm not going to take it to heart. I'm going to be like Ferruccio, okay? All right, so Jimmy Black just said, Wagwan, Jimmy. All good here, and welcome to the stream as well. And I got Israel Perez. I think we know this is Izzy. What's happening, man? Good bumping into you early today when I was out longboarding through Wimbledon, and guess who was there? It was Mr. Israel Perez. And then I got Jasmine saying, oh yeah, the 350 for real, man. That was a car. But I'll show you guys a few pics in a bit. Israel said, did the police stop you? Nah, man, I'm too innocent for that. Hell no, man. Israel just said, yeah, he just laughed. Jasmine just said, Saint Agata Bolognese. Yeah, that's basically the home of Lamborghini right now. H. Haas said, hello, what's up, H. Haas? And then Jasmine just said, in the Italian Motor Valley. Yeah, so basically, Saint Agata is not very far from Modena as well, where Ferrari is based. And Henry, see, Henry was the guy who basically inspired the idea for today's stream, because basically he left a comment after yesterday's video, because we're talking about McLaren and how their cars are unreliable. But I said they're unreliable because they're quite new. They're just like learning their way and whatever. That's why things are like that. So Henry basically summarized and said, this is exactly the same thing that Ferrari went through when they first got started. And then he talked about how Enzo dissed, I don't know, he didn't use the word diss, but, you know, basically, yeah, I would say dissed Mr. Lamborghini, and that's how Lamborghini was actually born. So thank you very much for that, Henry. You see, community, man, all comes together. Thank you. And then Israel Perez said, oh, good, and all that. Okay, cool. All right, let's get to the next part. Before I continue, right, let me show you guys a pic of the first Lamborghini. Okay, not the first production Lamborghini, but the first, it's a prototype Lamborghini. And I think it looks pretty dope. I'll show you guys. I was like, damn, Lamborghini. I ain't seen this before. This is the first time I've actually seen this. So let me show it to you guys as well. Let's find this clip. Where are ya? Where are ya? Where are ya? What the hell? So many things on this goddamn screen. It's hard to find anything, man. Any minute now. See, I made folders again, but sometimes these folders just disappear, like for some crazy reason. Where is this goddamn folder, man? Okay, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Where is it? No, I don't see these folders. They keep disappearing for some goddamn reason. I think I might know why. Let me just... What is happening? Images here. Oh my God, this is not happening again. Like this happened the last time. Where the hell are my folders at? I'm about to lose my... How is this possible? Anyway, I gotta do it another way, man. Jesus flipping Christ. All right, let me show you the first image of Lamborghini's first prototype car. Oh, it's not where it's supposed to be. All right, downloads. Oh, God's sake, man. I did a slideshow and everything. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so this, people. What the hell is going on here? Stop beeping at me. Open sesame. That's so tiny. That's what she said. Where is the hell is this? Okay, let's do this. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is basically the prototype of a Lamborghini's first ever car. In this, like, this is like from building tractors, right? They came up with this. So this thing has got pop-up headlights, which I think are absolutely beautiful and amazing. I mean, look at the lines on this. To think this was the seed. Actually, that sounds a bit wrong, isn't it? This was the germ that made Lamborghini what it is today. Is absolutely mind-blowing. I just think this looks absolutely magnificent. It's like insane. So this was released at Turin in 1962 and 1963. And after this car was made, then the 350 GT was made, but it was heavily based on this car. More about that a little bit later. So there you go. Let me see where I am in my notes, just in case I forget something. Nope, that's not it. Because I wrote a lot of things down. Yeah, gone through all that already. Gosh, I remembered a lot of things. Okay, yeah, done all that. Okay, yeah, whoop, go with that. Okay, all right. So this car was so well received across the world that it probably made Ferrari think like, damn, why did I say what I did? Because when I thought about this like deeply today on my way, when I was like longboarding through Wimbledon, I realized had Enzo Ferrari basically said, you know what, man? Okay, look, you're right. We can make the crashes better. There might not be a Lamborghini. Can you believe that? The whole world could have been a completely different place. I may never have gotten a ride in a Veneno or any Lamborghini for that matter. It's kind of crazy. It's like very, very fine lines, but it's also quite interesting and also inspiring as well to think that, because Ferruccio could have taken this in a different way, right? But he realized, you know what, man, I'm not going to take your insult to heart, right? I'm going to show you how you can make a better car. And he took that negative as a positive and gave us Automobile Lamborghini, which is mental, right? From tractors to that. So, yeah, I'm absolutely, I love that story. Okay, before I carry on, let me just, I can hear comments popping, so make sure I answer all your questions and stuff before I carry on. Uh, Ferrari, la la la, I assume it's the same. Ooh, okay, woo, a lot of comments here. No, there's only one in something. So there's a whole debate going on in the chats as well. That's always interesting. So Israel said no. HR. What are you guys saying no yes about? But anyway, okay. So Jazimo said magic. Yeah, magic place. If you can go there, one of the best day of my life. Woo. Okay. So my first time visiting Lamborghini was literally, was it February or March this year? Like the factory and everything. Man, it is like it's almost like coming home. It's like going to heaven in some ways, if there really is a heaven. But I mean, you know what I mean, man, automotively speaking. And you arrive and you see that massive like Lamborghini flag just like waving in the wind, man, just doing all this, waving at you. And then you look in the car park, there's all kinds of crazy Lamborghinis. And then in front of you is like the main office area. Just on the right of that, you have the museum. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like as a kid, you had all these model cars and posters on your wall and everything. And you're now at a place where the whole thing actually started. And that was an absolutely insane experience. So if you love Lambo, after Corona is over, you must, if you can, check out the home of Lamborghini because it's an incredible place. And it's like, coming home in so many different ways. So that's kind of what you guys are saying here in the comments. So I guess Jasimo has been there, which is dope. H Hart said, I assume it's the same for Ferrari. Yeah, pretty much. If you're talking about the whole thing about going home, that is because Modena. I've not actually been to Ferrari's factory, Modena, yet, but I've been past it. We drove past it. That's the drive when we saw the Maserati MC20, right? And I do want to go there at some point because it's absolutely amazing. Israel just said, yes, Ferrari the same and Pagani the same. It's a whole different conversation going on there. Jasmine said, yes, only Maranello. Yep, okay. So Vanita said, hi, what's up, Vanita? Welcome back. Israel just said, is that signed by Pina Freenan too? What are you guys talking about, man? Okay, you feel like you waited that moment for all your life. Yeah, literally, I think what hit me was like, as we turned into the drive, is just that flag, isn't it? That flag makes you realize, oh my gosh, we are actually at the home of one of the greatest car brands of all time. And then the whole thing about the story of the brand hits you because you think like, this might not have happened had it not been for Enzo Ferrari's basically this. But in some ways, Enzo Ferrari did Ferruccio Ferrari, Jesus Christ. Ferruccio, Enzo, oh my God, it's just getting worse. So Enzo Ferrari probably did Ferruccio Lamborghini a favor by dissing him to spark him into creating one of the greatest car brands of all time. So there you have it. So that's not the whole story though. There's more to it. So during Turin, when Lamborghini was showcasing their 350 GTV at the time, they didn't say to the audience that this car should have no engine in it because they realized after they finished building the body that the engine could actually fit in the car, which is kind of crazy. You'd think you'd work these things out before you build the whole car, but apparently it wasn't. So he obviously put a V12 in this thing, which is crazy, right? When you think about it. So Lamborghini has always had this V12 thing in its DNA. And I hope they never, ever flip and change that because I can't imagine a Lamborghini with no V12 in it, basically. Can any of you guys imagine Lambo without a V12? It's absolutely it's mad. It's mind-boggling. Boggling or boggling? One of those. I don't know which one. What else did I miss? See, I wrote so many notes, right? But I kind of remembered pretty much most of it. So hopefully I didn't forget anything that's importante in here. Was okay, I got that. Yeah, so I pretty much give you the story of the origin story of Lamborghini. But let me show you the car that was actually launched to the public, based on the 350 GTV. And let me know what you guys think of it because I was like, huh? Yeah, you see what I mean in a second. Oh my gosh. Here we go. First, I must find it. Anywhere in here. Actually, let me show you what the 350 GT-V looks like with the headlights popped up. It's quite a sight to see. I think it's one of the coolest pop-up headlights I've seen in any car. Maybe apart from the F40. Where is it? 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 Okay, here it is. So this is side profile of this insane beast with the headlights popped up. Why is it so goddamn tiny, man? Zoom it in. And that's what it looks like. So what do you guys think about the way the 350 GT V looks like? Are you guys a fan of the look? Do you see any DNA of current Lamborghinis or what Lamborghini was to become in any of these cars that I've just, or in this car that I've just shown you? I just see a very, very sleek kind of like, it's a GT basically, because he wanted to build a GT car, not a track car basically. So this was a very, very comfortable car. The whole idea was to transport you and whoever you're carrying in complete comfort and luxury all at the same time and without too much noise. Yeah, I don't agree about the noise one though, because a Lamborghini needs to make a lot of noise. So he let a very nice plush interior, and I'll show you what that looked like back then. Let me find it for you guys as well. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is what the inside of the car looked like. I mean, that is luxurious as hell. Because back then, well, he was like, there was no luxury in the cars. All the buttons were cheap and nasty, and there was nowhere to rest your arm. To think, now we take like armrests in cars for granted, right? But this is one of the first cars in the universe to actually have the armrest like as it is there. And yeah, it's crazy. Just like in 1962, 63, this is what Ferruccio Lamborghini came up with. And this was missing in the market at that time. Absolutely mind-blowing and flipping awesome. But now when you think about Lamborghinis, you don't think about comfort, do you? You think about hardcore, you know, like fast, crazy cars. So there you go. So now this is the car. And before I carry on, comment time, because I don't want to miss anything. Oh my gosh, you got more people in the house. You got Famzy. He said, hey, everyone. What's happening, Famzy? So Israel just said, the other is all about the factories for Lambo, Ferrari, and Pagani. Only in Italy, what? House was asking if any Lambo factory. No. Hell no. There definitely is no Lambo factory or like a Ferrari factory here in the UK, man. These are all, basically Pagani, Lamborghini, and Ferrari are all based in Italy. Yeah, not in the UK. We used to build Morris Minors here, quite different kind of cars. I mean, I guess Jaguar in the past, Bentley in the past. It's not all built. I think basically British cars now are not so British anymore. If that's basically what I'm trying to say. And we haven't got the industry like what they have in Italy. I think Ferrari will always be built in Italy. There's no other way to think about it. And I guess the same for Lamborghini as well, because that's the home. The whole story, the origin story comes from that place. So it kind of like makes sense in that way. But good question all the same. So thank you very much for answering that as well, Israel. Famzy Official just said, you need to watch Enzo Ferrari on Amazon Prime. Yes, I will definitely watch that, 100%. But I love the story of Lamborghini. It's like, because it might not have happened. It's such a cool story. And he seemed like a really cool guy as well. Reynard is in the house. What's happening, Reynard? What's up? In Holland, we say wahoo? Waju or wahoo? Oh man, I learn new things every day. So Reynard just said it means amazing. All right, my new word right there. So you guys want to say amazing? In Holland they say waju. It's WAJUOO. Waju. There you go. Did I ever say that right? Is it waj? Probably said it completely wrong, man. But forgive me. But you know what I mean, right? It means amazing. That's interesting, right? Remember what you just said right now. Amazing. There's another twist to the story, like of Lamborghini in a bit, but I'll talk about it in a bit. Okay, so Aiden Williams just said, no Audi, no Audi ruined it. Oh, come on, man. I think Audi saved Lamborghini because when you think about it, like Lamborghini pretty much went bankrupt. I mean, if it wasn't for Audi's rescue money and stuff, the world would be like without Lamborghini right now. So they've had to do a few things to basically make sure their brand survives. I think they've done a good job, man, because since they took it over, Lamborghini has made some pretty amazing cars. Even though some of them, you just say, yes, they're Audis underneath, but it doesn't matter, man. A lot of cars kind of share platforms now anyway. So, you know how it is because it's cheaper that way. So, yeah, Ray and I is just laughing at my butchering of a pronunciation of the word amazing. Yeah, I said waju. He said it so wrong. By the way, said Israel, where can we buy that fantastic merchandise you got there? Oh my gosh, I'm glad you asked. So if you want to buy some sexy merchandise, head over to rawkuswear.com. So it's RAWKUS and then WEAR.com. And you can snap yourself some pretty beautiful merchandise like caps, snapbacks, sweatshirts like this, hoodies, phone cases, rocker sling bags, and all kinds of, and t-shirts as well. Like what Rokina is rocking there. She's actually rocking a t-shirt and also one of those sling bags as well. So feel free to jump in there and grab yourself one. But thanks for asking though. And Jazimo just said Audi saved Lamborghini. For real. Loving them. But in front of the factory, you see only Audis. That is kind of strange. LOL. Oh, no. Look, let's just pretend, right? Just pretend they were Lamborghinis, all right? To be fair, when I went there were more Lamborghinis than Audis in the drive because they had the Diablo, a beautiful gold Diablo. It was like, oh my gosh. They had the Aventador SVJ, the one they had at the Geneva Auto Show in 2019. 2019? Yeah. That bronzy one that we took out. That was so sick to see that. There were like Huracans in there. There were all kinds of cool stuff, man. So, but I guess the staff, you can't give the staff all Lamborghinis, man. It costs cash money. So Audi's like, okay, well, yeah, staff can drive Audis. So, yeah, there you have it. All right, Israel, thank you very much, man. Okay, let's get back to the story of Lamborghini. So after Lamborghini, obviously, I say obviously like everyone knows, when the 350 GT was released, the next car in Lamborghini's lineup was the amazing, the beautiful Lamborghini Mura. So this car is, according to a lot of journalists out there, think is one of the most beautiful cars ever made. I think it was styled by Mr. Bartoni. Yeah, so I mean, the Mura is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's a very beautiful car. It's also credited as being the world's first supercar. Ferrari might have something to say about that, but apparently that's what it was. It was also one of the first cars to have the engine be a mid-engine car as opposed to being front engine. Because at that time, Ferrari was building cars all with like the engines were always in the front, but Lamborghini was like, you know what, man, we're gonna put the Mura's engine in the back or in the middle of the car. So they were one of the first cars to do that, which is kind of amazing. So this brings us to the naming scheme of a Lamborghini and where that bull emblem kind of came from. So it turns out Mr. Ferruccio Lamborghini was actually a fan of bullfighting. So he went to, I think, Sevilla in Spain, where he basically watched a lot of bullfighting. And the fact that he's also a Taurus as well inspired him to basically come up with an emblem. The bull that we all love so much is basically inspired by his Taurus star sign, but also because of his love for bullfighting. This brings me to the bit about Waju, which is Holland for amazing. So I can't remember what the guy's name was, but when this guy basically came to Lamborghini and he was shown the sketches of what was to become the Countach, right? And at that time, this car had like a model number name, not an actual name for the car at the time. And this guy's first reaction was amazing in Italy. Oh, no, in Italian, sorry. Woo, in Italian. So it translates to Countach, which basically means amazing. Oh, wow, in Italian. So that's how the name of the Lamborghini Countach came to be. And it's also one of Lamborghini's most iconic cars like ever, because this was released in the 70s. And it looked like a spaceship, and it still does in the year 2020. So since then, Lamborghini has always tended to basically derive the names of the cars from things to do with bullfighting. So it'd be like bull names. It could be like someone who maybe was a bullfighter, or like basically something around that realm. But I think the Countach was the only car that didn't have a name that was derived from the bullfighting scene. So it's kind of interesting. So since then, we have all kinds of colors, the Rebenton. You've had the Aventador. See, all these names are all derived from bulls and stuff. So there you have it. It's like that was just like a nice little quick run through of how Lamborghini basically became to be. And if you don't think that story is absolutely amazing, I don't know what is, because it's like it's an incredible story. It's an incredible origin story, and doesn't matter where you hear this, it just makes you want to love Lamborghini even more, because it's like he just smiled on the face of Enzo Ferrari and said, "Okay, fine, that's your opinion, but I'm going to show you," and he did. So what an amazing story. So after all this, after he made his, because Lamborghini had several business interests. Obviously, there was the tractor situation that he was making. He was making like air conditioning systems. He basically had a finger in a lot of different pies. But later in his life, he retired and went back to wine making, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, he left the whole car scene behind and went to basically make wine and stuff like that. He died sadly after complications with a heart attack. But man, he left behind one hell of a legacy, man. Imagine like lying on your deathbed and knowing that you made one of the world's greatest companies or like car brands. I mean, that is just like you would die with a smile on your face, because it very, very nearly didn't actually happen, but it actually did. How crazy is that? So that was the story of Lamborghini today on Rockers Live. Now, let's discuss other stuff. If you're on Instagram, come off to YouTube, because you get to see more and get to interact and stuff. Okay, let me read some of your comments, people, because I don't want to miss anything. All right, let's go here. Wow, you guys talk a lot. I like that. That's good. I like what they talk. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, I lost where I was. Okay, Lewis Darnell, what's happening, man? Welcome to the stream. Hello, right back. So Ada Williams just said Audi make their money off Lamborghini. Yeah, they do. But the thing is, though, Audi is quite a. Remember Audi, Volkswagen, all this. It's a very big brand, man. They sell a lot of cars, not just Lamborghini, but they needed a brand that was like a halo kind of brand, like because Ferrari have Ferrari, right? So it's like, you know what, we want to have a halo brand. I think that's kind of what Lamborghini is to Audi, because it helps them have like a marquee brand in their portfolio. So I think Lamborghini probably benefited more from Audi than the other way around, if we're really honest, though, because they were going to go bankrupt if it wasn't for Audi's monies. Audi just went like this, and Lambo is like, okay, thank you very much. We're just catching all the cash money, and now we have all kinds of cool Lamborghinis, man. So Ada Williams just said Audi make the money off. Oh, okay, I just read that. So Israel just said the Audis are company cars. They cannot give Lambos as company cars for the execs. Yeah, this is the thing, because you have to remember, this guy is a business. You can't give every. They have a lot of execs in there as well. You can imagine giving every exec a Lambo. That's a bit much. So Audis makes absolute sense. It would have been a problem if there were, I don't know, BMWs or something. Then you got problems there. But the Audis they keep it in the family. You know what I'm saying, man? Keep it in the family. So Israel said one of my favorites. Do you mean Audi is one of your favorites, like the RS6? Yeah. Oh man, George is waving. What's happening, George? Welcome back. And Jazimo just said, "Oh God," you said. Oh God, you said Lamborghini sounding as an Italian, and so many English speakers can do. Oh my God. I don't know, man, how these things sound, man, because I just imagine in my head what it should sound like. But when I do these, please forgive me, man. I can't help it. Like when you do that Italian thing, you think they don't. Like I've been to Italy so many times, they don't all do this. But I don't know why I do it. Do it. Supercar City said hello. What's happening, Supercar City? What's happening, man? How are you handling lockdown for the next 3 weeks? No spotting. Oh no. Jasmine just said Kuntash is like amazing in a dialect. Exactly. That's what it is. That's the reaction this guy had when he saw a Countach for the first time. He lost his SHIT when he saw it, and he just like, wow, amazing, as you're saying. And so was born the Countach name. I mean, that name, like Countach, just sounds fast and crazy, and just like actually sounds like it means. It just sounds like wow. Because if you see a Countach, if you don't say wow, you're either blind or there's something wrong with you, or you're not very easily pleased, or not pleased at all. Because that car is something that just it will wow the pants off you, is what I'm saying, man. Especially when it's beautifully spec, like all like darkberry mode, like Zamunda spec. Woo! Absolutely amazing. So Israel just said, can you tell us about the ladies at Lambo? I guess pretty beautiful Italian ladies there. I'm telling you, man. Oh. When you visit Lamborghini, right? I'm talking about their factory. The front of house and the marketing team are very, very easy on the eyes. What I'm saying, man, that they can cure cataracts and everything. If you're blind, you will see. Trust me, you will see the beauty even if you're blind. That's what I'm saying, man. You could see them in the dark as well. It's crazy the amount of beauty they have in that place. It's yeah, the front of house and the marketing team. Woo, okay, very, 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 very easy on the eye. It's as if they were designed by Mr. Bartoni himself. Is what I'm saying. Oh man, life is good in that specific place. Okay, so Jasmine just said Piemontese. Piemontese? Did I say that? Piemontese dialect. Piemontese dialect. That, I probably said it completely wrong. Forgive me, but I'm trying to sound Italian and I'm from Zamunda. Yeah, George Danford just said, love when you open both doors of the Mura and view it from front. It looks like a bull. I don't think I've ever done that. So next time I see a Mura, I'm going to open both doors and look at the bullness of it. Yeah, that's interesting. I've never heard that as well. So I will definitely try next time I see a Mura. I just love the Mura. Just looks like it's got those blink. It looks like a lady sometimes. Like it's got those lady eyelashes. So in some ways it's quite feminine. In some ways it's quite masculine. So it's either a bull or a cow. I don't know, like one of those. Sometimes it looks like a cow, sometimes it looks like a bull. So, but it is beautiful, man. Bartoni did a very, very good job there. And also the Mura is also famous for bursting into flames. I think it was one of the first cars to come with a fire extinguisher or something, or they were forced to carry one in the car. I don't know. So it's one of those two. But man, imagine going out in one of those, man. It's beautiful. It'd be a beautiful coffin. It's a painful way to go. I mean, but you know. Woo! And Israel just said the Mura. Yeah, the Mura is even that name, Mura, Mura. It just sounds so elegant, and then you realize to do with bulls as well. Bulls are definitely not elegant. Those things are majestic and very bullish. And Supercar City said no spot. Yeah, no spot. Actually, you know what, man? I saw some pretty nice cars today on my way out, like longboarding through Wimbledon. I saw a Ferrari Cali. I mean, that was like, wow, you know. And apparently I missed the McLaren 600 LT 10 minutes earlier, but that sucked. I saw a lot of Jaguar F-types, man, for some crazy reason today. There's a lot of them in Wimbledon. I don't know why. There were a lot of Range Rovers. And what else did I see today, man? Oh yeah, I saw a Lotus Elan today. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's an interesting looking Lotus basically. I saw AMG G63. I saw a Tesla in matte black next to this AMG. It was kind of dope seeing those two side by side. What else did I see today? I saw a 300 SL, but it was different. It had like 300 SL, and then it had that 24, like the number 24 next to it. I'll have to Google that later and try and figure out what the hell that meant, because it was cool, but it was a bit different. And I saw other stuff as well. I can't remember them all. But yeah, Wimbledon, we got cars out in here, man. Not very good ones, but not bad. Supercar City just said surviving. How you surviving without cars, man? And Supercar City just said watching Rockers TV when BT allows it. Oh man, I can't believe it. Like, so hopefully there'll be no glitches so far for you guys, and hopefully no buffering for days, because I've been praying like in the park today on my knees and everything to a God that I don't believe in, to please make sure that the internet works today for this live stream, because we're talking about the man himself, Ferruccio, Lamborghini, and the other fella, Enzo, Ferrari. Oh yeah, yeah, I know, man. My struggles with internet is like, it's crazy every day. Israel just said, I'll better get the darkest sunglasses when visit Lamborghini. Yeah, trust me. The thing is though, even the darkest sunglasses, the beauty still radiates through, man. It's crazy how it works. You cannot deny the beauty in the front of house of that amazing place. you can't not avoid but look, because your eyes, even your eyes closed, you can still see the beauty. Even Stevie Wonder will see the beauty in that place. I ain't even lying, for real. It's like that. It's crazy. And we got Henry. Henry, what's happening, man? That is correct, George. See, Henry and George, you guys need to meet, because you're like, they have encyclopedic knowledge about everything on four wheels and probably everything that's ever been made. I think they were there from the beginning of time, basically. So basically, he said that is correct when George said about when you open both doors, it looks like a bull. That must have been the plan. I hope you have all seen the mirror at the start of the original Italian Job. Hell yeah. Israel just said the red one parked by a side road by the park. What? Yeah, that one. You talk about the Lotus Elan. Yeah, that one. Basically, I was like skating by, and this little kid said to his mom, "Mom, there's a Ferrari." I had to correct the errors of his ways, so now he knows. But you know what he said to his mom? He goes, "No, I said it was a Lotus. I didn't say it was a Ferrari." But we all heard him. Yeah, what a kid though. But anyway, now he knows the truth. So yeah, I don't think his mom knew what the hell it was, but mom disagree with him. It's definitely a red one. Yeah, that's your neighbor? God damn, man, you gotta ask him to drive that thing, man. Or maybe not now, but when Corona is over. So Supercar City just said, no problem tonight. BT makes miracle. Yeah, BT is miraculous tonight, man. I don't know. I don't know what happened, man. They're just good today. It's like unbelievable. Maybe BT was infected by the coronavirus as well. You can't discount this thing these days, because corona is like forever evolving. You're hearing all kinds of stuff, because initially it was like once you catch corona, you can't catch it again, because you build like immunity and stuff to it. But now I'm hearing things like you can still catch it after you caught it before. So what the hell is going on, man? You're gonna wake up tomorrow, they're gonna say, now your computer can catch the coronavirus. I mean, when that happens, we're screwed for good, is what I'm saying. So let me see what else is going on here. So people, I think I pretty much covered everything that I want to cover regarding the birth, genesis story of Ferruccio Lamborghini and the Lamborghini Automobile. Can't get more words out. Forget it. The Lamborghini automotive brand, the car brand. So we talked about that story today. Tomorrow, what should I talk about? Maybe we can do what Henry did and put it in the comments. What else you'd like me to cover and basically talk about, and I research it and I'll blurt it out tomorrow. Yeah. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's story and stuff. Did I ever show you guys what? No, I just realized something. I never showed you guys what Lamborghini's first car actually looked like. I showed you the prototype, but this is actually what they released based on a 350 GTV. It was in my opinion, I was like, I'm not sure if I like it, but you guys might like it. But hey, here we go. Let me find it for yous. It's the look was Ooh, that is you know what, man? I gotta show you guys this. This is the profile of the 350 GT. I think that looks absolutely sexy. Those lines, oh my God. That looks good in my eyes. It's just that when you see the front of it with those funny eyes, I'm like, I don't know, man. Because it's kind of, I wish you had those pop-up lights like you saw in the 350 GTV. That looked cool. But this profile and that crease on the side is it's magnifique. It's magnifique. It's absolutely gorgeous, as we say in Zamunda. Okay, let me remove that from the screen. Let me know what you guys think about this. You guys like this design? I mean, we're talking about that 1964, 65, I think, when this came out. I think it's quite beautiful and elegant from a side point of view. It definitely looks like a GT car. It's quite sexy. What do you think? All right, let me show you guys another picture. This one I thought was like, wah, wah, wah. I'm not liking this very much. But it's not bad for a first attempt, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, like, those front lights, right? They're a bit suspect, aren't they? I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. That they should have kept their flip-up lights. That looks a bit weird in my eyes. I don't like it. What do you guys think? Apart from that, I'm cool with it. Just those lights, I'm not a fan of. So yeah, the car looks like it's grimacing a little bit. Just my opinions. Oh my gosh. Ah. Okay. Commenting time. Let me see what you guys have said. Wow. No problem tonight. Okay. So Spoka City just said your favorite Lambo in movies. Oh, I'm gonna talk about Batman. Favorite Lambo in movies. You know what, man? I I don't know. The Centenario was pretty cool in that Transformers movie because I saw it being filmed in Park Lane, no, in Pall Mall in London a few years back. And that's the first time I heard a Centenario like full blast down Pall Mall. I mean, that engine was the sound was unbelievable. It was like literally insane. And Jasmine just said there's a river boat owned by Ferruccio and Lamborghini with two of the 350 GT engines in it. 700 horsepower of Akurama, so good. Wow, yeah, that's true because basically, this the same boat he sold to his friend in his later years. Yeah, that's true because he had this magnificent boat made for him with two of those crazy engines strapped to it. That's crazy. But Lamborghini was a guy who wanted the best of everything. There you have it. So thank you very much for that, Jazemo. And Israel Perez just said it was the style, then a resemblance of the Alfa Romeos we saw at the exhibition in London, the three bats. Ah, you know what, man? I see what you mean there. I can see the relations there. You can definitely see the influence going on in there. It's just that I just don't like those lights. Those lights are just keep the pop-up headlights. Those are cool. Those eyes are a little bit. It looks like he's wearing two binoculars. It's weird. Yeah, you're right, Israel. And Henry just said there are two Lotus Elans, the original from the 60s and the front wheel drive Isuzu engine car of the 80s. I think the one that we saw is definitely one from the 80s though. I didn't know they had Isuzu engines. I mean, geez, how do you know this stuff, Henry? What the hell, man? What are you? Seriously? Oh, let me read that again. I'm going to put it on screen for everyone who missed it, who might have missed it. Look. So, there are two Lotus Elans, the original from the 60s and a front-wheel drive Isuzu engine car of the 80s. I'm pretty sure the one that we saw today was definitely the 80s one. It was quite short and squished and quite flat. That's probably a terrible description, but yeah. So thanks for that, Henry. Henry's a man of knowledge. So you got Henry just said again, the Lamborghini 450 GT that came after the 350 GT looked a lot better. Yeah, I never actually saw that one. It's just like because I mean I have to realize this, right? I have to think like this was their first car, like so it kind of made sense that it was not going to be perfect. So for that I forgive them because now the cars like look great. I mean when you go to the Mura, then you go to the Countach, you're like damn. I think that's when they actually discovered their identity, like what they stand for. I think that probably happened after the Countach because since then you can definitely see a Lamborghini trajectory in the styling and what idea they had about what the brand's car should look like. So I feel like the 350 GT and the 450 were like experiments to see discovering who they were. It's like when you're in school, isn't it? You get to like primary school, you go to college, you realize okay, this is really who I am, and then you go to uni and the whole thing just like goes crazy. It's kind of like that. Terrible analogy, I know, can't help it. This is from the 80s. Yeah, you're right, Israel. So the one that we saw, man, it looks cool for an 80s car though. That's crazy. It still looks quite modern. And it had that pop-up headlights as well, that 80s thing. Jazimo just said, yeah, the Elan from the 80s were heavily criticized for for the front wheel drive. It wasn't that bad though. This is the thing, right? Because when you think about Lotus, you tend to think about a driver's car, isn't it? Their thing has been about making super light cars that are rear wheel drive and that are quite light and very, very sporty and nimble. So when they start putting front wheel drive cars, it's a bit like, hey, what's going on here, man? What are you thinking? So yeah, there you go. So a little bit of a history lesson. So we went from Lamborghini and Ferrari. We're not talking about Lotus. Yeah, interesting. they are changing again, Lotus. They've gone all electric now. With the, is it Eva or Evera? One of those cars. They just like that electric car with a 2,000 horsepower. It's crazy. Israel just said the Elan from the 60s looks like the Lambo 350 GTB. The Lambo 3, do you mean the Lambo 350 GTV, I think? Jasmo, yes, that. Wow. So Henry also said, yes, Jasmo. The 80s Elan was known as one of the best four-wheel drive cars of all time. Damn, I didn't even know that. Now I do. The Lotus Elan from the 80s, one of the best four-wheel drive cars of all time. You learn something new every day, people. Now you know. See? Casual, just like longboarding through Wimbledon, come across an Elan, and now we're learning all kinds of history about this incredible car. I wonder how much they're worth these days, like in 2020. Henry just said, I'm loving your pro pick. Huh? Henry, I'm loving your pro. Oh, I see what you mean there. I see what you mean. So Henry just said that the Mura was created by a set of young engineers in their 20s. That changed the path of Lamborghini. Yeah, for real. See, these young 20-somethings, like, young people tend to have their fingers on the pulse about like what cultures are happening at the time. They tend to take more risks as well, creatively speaking. So yeah, I can see why the Mura, when it came out, blew all kinds of minds, and still does to this day as well, because it's a very unique looking car. It's absolutely beautiful. The Evora. No, Paris, it's not the Evora. This is like, basically Lotus released a new electric hypercar recently. I know it's got, excuse me, there's an I can't remember the name exactly. It's like an Ever, it's something. This thing's got like 2,000 horsepower, and it looks absolutely crazy, and it costs an SHIT load of money. And it's absolutely mental. So the new direction is going to be electric, because that's where the world is going, people. That's where the world is going. So any more cool stuff in history that we didn't know about Lamborghini and Ferrari and also Lotus that we can all discuss right now? Because I'm loving the learning and the discussions. Because it's always good to learn some new stuff. Learn something new every day is the motto. So Izzy, I think you should probably get a Lotus, yeah? That's what you should do. You should get yourself an Elan, mate. Or get yourself an Evora. How about that? Yeah, I think you should definitely get yourself one of those, man, because I think they're cool. That's it. See, the car I was talking about is a Evea. That's it. It sounds very Spanish. The Evea is the one. And I think it looks quite cool, man. It's like it's very unlike a Lotus car. It looks something like, the design, everything is very not so Lotusy, but I can see why they're doing what they're doing. It looks absolutely amazing. So Jasimo just said, Marcello Gandini, the man behind the look of the Mura, Italian national treasure, next to Nicola Materazzi, the F40 guy. Damn, yeah, those two stand like on equal pillars right there, man. Yeah, for real. Yeah, the F40. Oh my God, imagine that. So a garage with the F40 and a Mura will be quite special, because those are icons, for real. Absolutely. The Evea. Is Evea Spanish? Because it sounds like a very Spanish name. What do I think of the Defender? The Land Rover Defender. What do you mean? What do I think? What do you think of the Defender? Yeah, I think I know you like the Defender, but I think it's too high for me. I like my cars to be a bit lower to the ground. Sportiness. But if you plan to move to the country, then I can understand why maybe a Land Rover will make a lot of sense, or maybe like the Defender will make a lot of sense. I don't know, man. But everybody different, isn't it? Those two are worldwide icons for real. Yeah, it's like, just imagine saying that you designed the F40 or you designed the Mura. I mean, that's just like, you said hey, any party is game over, man. Nobody gonna say anything. You're literally like, you're heroes of the design world. It's insane. So Henry said, I'm quite impressed with a new Defender. So Henry likes a new Defender as well. So there you go. So let's have a look at this new Defender, right? I don't know if I've actually seen it with my properly with intent. So new Land Rover Defender. I just said new Defender. Okay. New Defender. Yeah. Defender 110. Okay, I'm gonna put it on screen. We can now talk about it. Huh? Hey, where the gallery at, man? I want to see some pictures. I don't know why. I want to see some exotic, sexy pictures, right? I don't want to see words. No one cares about those words. Those words are empty. I want to see visually speaking. I'm on the Land Rover website. Okay, 110. Why do you not have a gallery section? What the hell's wrong with you? Anyway, let's put this on screen. I've got to accept the cookies. Nope. Okay, here we go. So is this a Defender you're talking about, guys? I don't know, man. I don't know if I like it. It looks a bit smoothed out. It looks a bit fat as well. Yeah, I don't know. That looks all right. From the side, it looks all right. I don't know if I'm a Defender kind of guy, though. I don't know. You're going to have to forgive me on that one. So let me see what do you think of about there? It's like quite. Okay, so Henry said I'm quite impressed with the new Defender. Okay, I read that one already. So Israel just said no, but it's like the Sevilla. So Evilla is not Spanish at all, but you pronounce it like Sevilla. I think that's what you're saying. Israel said that okay, RS4 or RS6. RS6, man, 100%. Get an RS6. The RS4 is cool too, man. I go in RS6. What do you think about Fiat Panda? You know what? The Fiat Panda is an Italian icon as well when you think about it. But I mean that name Fiat Panda just sounds wrong, isn't it? It's like Instagram. We're discussing Italian cars, man. We're discussing Ferrari and Lamborghini. We're not talking about Fiat Pandas. So come and join the conversation over on Instagram. No, actually, forgive me, on YouTube, eh? Just click on the link in my story. It'll take you straight here. Yeah, the Fiat Panda is a weird one, isn't it? It's just a weird name for a car. They look weird as well. Why they call it a Panda for a start? I don't understand. Why they calling that Fiat a Panda? Some of these car names make no sense at all. Like the Renault Kadjar. Is it Renault or Nissan Kadjar? All these weird names. I don't know how they come out with this stuff. So I don't know if I like the Fiat Panda. Maybe for comedy, yeah. It's just like a box with wheels on it. Yeah, they're quite funny looking. I want the 90s short wheelbase. I guess you're talking about the Defender 90s short wheelbase. Yeah, those look cool, man. We had a lot of them in Zamunda. They last for like millennia. They don't break, man. They last forever. So Israel said that I think it's overpriced, but nice looking though for people who like square cars like me. You may just get a Volvo, mate, if you like square cars. I mean, that car hasn't changed in centuries. It's literally a brick with wheels at each corner. But that's the thing, isn't it? It's like, because square cars are a bit, I don't know. They're in an acquired taste for real. That's what they are. So Jazimo just said that if you want their interviews on YouTube with Gandini and Materazzi on YouTube. Subbed. Thank you very much. Davide Chironi, I think you would like to listen at those two. Yeah, for real. I'll definitely check those out, man. Thanks for the tip. And Israel just said, yes, but top range. Yes. I don't know. It's like, if you have that kind of money to spend, I'll get something else if it was me personally, because you're just too far up. You're gonna see everyone's bald patches. You don't want to see that. You want to be low to the ground. You want to like like feel like you're driving a nice race car. I don't know. Just more. I guess for London you see better. I don't know, man, but it's still too high for my liking. If I was a farmer, then yeah, easy. Maybe you should start a farm like in the Wimbledon Common or something, man. That's what you should do, and then get one of those. Get a short wheelbase. Um, so Israel said, check the short wheelbase. I will, the 90s version. And Henry said, yes, that's the base version. Very capable off-road. Damn, yeah, that's exactly what they're made for. And Henry just said, Jasmo, you're right. Davide is the man. Jasmo said, are you Italian? Who? You mean Henry? Um, yeah, Henry Halls. Henry might be Italian. I don't know. Henry's a lot of things. Henry knows a lot of things. But yeah, we just covered everything. Let's look at some like short wheelbase 1990s Defenders then. Let's see what we can find. Short wheelbase. 90s Defenders. Oh, can't spell Defender. God damn it, man. All right, let's have a look. Defend. Woo! Yeah, these are the ones, man. These are the Zamunda ones. These are cool as hell. All right, let's put it on screen. These are proper Zamunda spec. So I found some like a 1990s short wheelbase Defenders. Woo! Hello. This is so cool. Hey, full screen. Oh, god damn you, Auto Trader. I don't want to do that. But look at these, man. This is dopeness right there. Yeah, I like these. I rather. Ooh, I'm feeling that. That's dope. Yeah, I like these. These are cool. These are basically cooler than a polar bear's toenails, people. Yeah, these are fire. I'd rather have these than the new ones all day. I remember that window in Zamunda. The police in Zamunda have these Defenders in blue, which is so sick. I always remember these windows, and I thought like, wow. And this is a car engine as well. I was and opening the bonnet and just seeing all kinds of wires and stuff. And at that age, I imagined jumbling a bunch of wires together could make an engine. So I tried it and nothing happened, and I was very upset. I didn't know why. Nothing was working. So yeah, but these are nice. It's all about the short wheelbase, people. Easy to get this one. Get this one, man. That would be hilarious. It's actually a car sporter's dream of a car. Look, check it out, man. You got like nothing obstructing your views and stuff. Get some sick shots. These are funky. Yeah, this is the one. How much are they now? The 1990s short wheelbase Defenders. These are nice. Land Rover 110. Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. Let's go back here. Did I miss anything? Wimbledon Common has the 90s classic. I haven't seen it. I gotta check that. Israel Perez, the granddad. Oh, Henry said, no, I'm not Italian. I just love Italian cars. There you go. Who doesn't like Italian cars? I don't know anyone who does not love Italian cars. I can't think of one person. Nope, can't think of one. Everybody loves Italian cars. Mostly, except Maseratis. Oh my days. And Jasmine said, oh, cool. And Israel said, yes, we will miss those. Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, I'm quite curious how much a short wheelbase from the 90s costs now with decent mileage on it. Because they're quite a baller, man. These are baller cars. They'll probably outlive all of us. They last forever. And they look magnifique. So people, I think this probably brings us to, oh, before I go, the military Land Rover you were looking at is called the Pink Panther. Oh man, oh my, I got a broken voice right there, man. It's called the Pink Panther. There you can see more gems from Henry. Henry just dropping them gems, just like boop 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 boop, just like that, man. Just like gems out of the sky. You like falling stars, man, of knowledge. Seriously, just like in every corner, man, all the time, in every stream, just like getting all kinds of gems from Henry. And also Jasimo, and now Izzy as well. And of course, George Danford. I don't know where he's gone. I think he's gone already. But people, I think this brings us to the end of the stream today. We've been streaming for like 1 hour and 16 minutes. I don't want to jinx BT just in case it goes offline and the whole video gets ruined. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone for tuning in today, and also for the new subscribers as well. And the community is growing on a daily basis. And I know I say this every stream, but I can't help it. I just love live streams because I love the interaction and community and stuff. And I really, really, really appreciate all of you guys for tuning in and sharing what you know. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow, so I'm going to have to think about it tonight. And maybe some of you guys may have a subject for me to cover tomorrow, like Henry suggesting this in the comments. I was actually reading the comments on my way back from longboarding. So Henry, I want to reply to you, okay? I didn't forget to reply. Just that when I'm on my phone, longboarding and phone action, not a good idea. So that's why I didn't reply to you right away. But what you said was absolutely spot on. So thank you for that. And Henry, you also have a YouTube channel, don't you? So let everyone know what it is so they can go check out your stuff as well. So hell yeah. And Jasimo, thank you very much for tuning in, man. For real. And Henry said the SAS painted them pink to blend with the sand in the desert. Pink sand? Makes sense. There you go, man. You know, you stay all incognito and stuff. And Israel just said good night. See you tomorrow. For real. Something about GT1 cars. Ah, okay. That's cool. All right. So we already have a contender for tomorrow's subject already. So something. I just put GT1 cars. That could be a cool subject to cover tomorrow. I'll do some research and stuff. And Paris said, what women are best for what car? See, that one I have to be out and about because you're going to need visuals for that, man. You know, it's like, you know what? That's actually interesting. I was over the Conqueror of Elegance, and there was a guy and his sister. So I walked around with his sister, basically trying to figure out what car she liked. It was a disaster. Maybe I should do a video about that because that was girls and cars, man. That's an interesting one because I think they see things completely differently to us. I think their eyes work differently. I don't know. Maybe that's a video idea right there. This girl hated every car that I showed her. It was so crazy. But that's another story altogether. So that is it. So tomorrow's contenders for as a subject are GT1 cars and also what women cars are best. What women are best. What? Hey, hold on a second. Let's read a second in slow motions. What women are best for what car? Okay, I see what you mean. that would be interesting. I feel like that needs to be something I can do in London with some women. But nice idea, Izzy. I can't find them, I'm sure. Yeah, we can find them, man. That's easy enough, man. Finding women is not hard, so we'll be fine. But thank you very much, everybody. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Peace out and good night. Buonanotte, everybody. In the most broken Italian accent ever. Izzy, no comment. See you guys tomorrow, people. Take it easy. Peace out from the Zamunda HQ towers and stuff. Whoo! Where is the end button? Okay, it's over here. It's bright blue. I did not see that. Ciao.